terrific, a really great looking film, and I imagine, you know, every director needs to have an eye. You obviously have a great eye. Did some of that come from, I know that you originally were a graphic artist, in fact you worked as a graphic artist for some time, but you know, an actor is the person who is looked at all the time. Was it a whole new thing for you to be able to kind of say, this is what we're looking at and this is how we're looking at it, to work with these very talented people in assembling the look of the film?
I'm glad to be able to justify the taxpayers' expense training me at art school, because I was 5 years at art school and then 4 years running a design group in London before I eventually started to train as an actor. So it's why I'm a great proponent of young people not having to decide about what they want to do too early. It would have been a huge mistake for me to train as an actor at 18, and so everything's hindsight really, but you know, sitting here now, it's like putting bits of yourself together when you come to direct.
And when it came to casting, obviously you had a wonderful central performance from Kate Winslet. Were you always going to act opposite her, or was that something that happened organically in the pre-production of the film?
I don't know how organic you can describe producers putting your arm up your back and saying, you will play this part, because if you play it, we don't have to pay you immediately. And that's the truth. There's an awful lot of it going on at the moment, actors directing and appearing in the movies. Thank God I'm not in it very much. I don't know how they do it. But certainly the fact that Kate and I had worked together before, and certainly, you know, that big central scene that she and I have is so beautifully written that you really just have to say the lines and the situation takes care of itself. And I had phenomenal backup from Ellen Kuras, the DP, and she and I traveled into the set every day together, so we talked through the shots in a great deal of detail. So
she gave it a great kind of a feeling of reality in a way. It wasn't too glossy. I know that she'd worked with Kate before on Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. But the other thing I wanted to ask you is that it was shot on film, I believe, rather than digitally.
Yeah, that was Ellen's call, because it may well be the last film you ever see shot on film, but she knew that there was inevitably going to be a lot of candlelight in the film, and that's what she was going to have to work with. And you know, you bow to somebody's vision about those things, especially somebody as free-thinking as her. And when she said that the blacks will be more interesting if we're shooting on film.
And what was it about Alison's script that first attracted you to the film? Because I know that it was in pre-production for quite some time. What was the thing that kind of kept you going through all of that and got you and your co-writer interfering with the script, as you said earlier?
It's like any good piece of writing. There's a collision between you, the reader, and the writer, and some images start to jump around off the page. You don't have trouble turning the pages. You know, you want to keep turning the pages because you want to know what happens. And it's such an extraordinary invention to create, as I said earlier, a totally implausible story, and to make it seem real, and to quietly make a point about a world which is male-dominated, where women are merely decorative objects, and to have a period movie, but where you're thinking modern thoughts all the time, is seductive. And as I say, images jump off the script, and as soon as that happens, it's like the script has claimed you, because you can't forget those pictures when you have them.
And Alison, I believe that you have another script on